It's the diary of a tired black man. Hey, it's the diary of a tired black.
Peace family, you boy finds a new track back at online.com. Just gonna share another clip from a few weeks back on the Black Betterment podcast, so definitely check out that channel. They broadcast live every Friday, 10 o'clock, and there's always some poignant discussions around the community, but great focal points of discussion. I really like how they frame a lot of the stuff because it's with solutions. It's not just talking about stuff. So one of the conversations what a lot of people been talking about has been young Jeezy's reported divorce from Jeannie May and how that impacts the community and just the state of things when we look at miscegenation and things of that nature. So we're going to share some of my thoughts of what I had to say on that show. You can check out the wider show on the Black Betterment YouTube channel. So let's go over to this one. Peace. Yeah, brother, I just want to add on and say, peace. I think that was a great point that you made. And I mean, the interesting thing about this is it's got a lot of different tangents to it. And I mean, ultimately, when you played that clip when she said that she likes dark meat, was it on the side? And she kind of tried to backtrack and bring it back because I don't think she anticipated the backlash and stuff she was going to get from it. Now, Jeezy, he went on to marry her, and it's been reported, we can't really say whether it's true or not, that there was some kind of cultural clashes and differences that a lot of people have chimed in and said, did he not foresee that before? So I think we need to look at it as definitely like a learning curve for a lot of the people in the community, where it's like, I've seen a lot of people chime in and say, you knew it was going to be different. You kind of tried to make a situation something different for the media or maybe just for like modern society, but ultimately it didn't work out. We can't really say all the dynamics on it, but it seems like there were definitely two different people. I think ultimately it's a testament that obviously the black man needs to be with the black woman and stuff, but a lot of this stuff is just like messing about what people are doing. And I know some people are going to say love is love and all of that, but I think it's a teachable moment, not just for Jeezy, but also for the culture.
Thanks, bro. Anyone else want to add to that? Good points there?
Yeah, guys, a short one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and do check out the Black Betterment podcast on YouTube for more of that. Now, this portion of the conversation went over to Drake receiving some backlash for lyrics in a song about American slaves. So there's been some backlash, and we've seen quite a few bits of backlash towards Drake recently from even DJ Vlad calling him out and stuff about his just how he uses his voice to speak on some things and not speak on other things. But nonetheless, this was a backlash in regards to him saying something about American slaves. I wasn't particular with the lyrical song, but I'll give you my portion of what I added to the conversation. Yeah, I just wanted to add on to that because I think that was exemplified prior when Lil Wayne, he made a point where he had some disparaging remarks using Emmett Till's name in a desecrating way, and He was dragged for it. And I think it's kind of apt because how we even started this conversation when we was looking at just hip hop and some of the artists, and just the same thing what I was saying, a lot of them, they don't really, or they show like a lack of care when it comes to certain things. Like Lil Wayne I just mentioned, he was the same one. He was saying he's never experienced racism and things of that nature. Drake, a lot of these guys, as you said, the things that they would say to desecrate like black people, sometimes you wonder if they've been told to do it or kind of say it, because we know they have ghostwriters and stuff like that. But I think it is interesting because, as you said, if it was targeted at another community in terms of some of the atrocities that has happened to them, people would respond a lot differently. But when it comes to black people, there's like this negative sort of connotation, which I think people like. It's just like, with rap music and stuff now, where you got other races of people who all use the N-word quite freely, not around me, but just, how they do it. So it's kind of one of those things where I think it's kind of interesting when it comes to like the image of black people and like the history. People have no problem with desecrating it. And sometimes that comes from black people or, people like Drake as well also.
Before I forget, you said a very good point. You said ghostwriter. We were going to cover this, well, we might do it next week. And there's a piece on the Daily Mirror where there's a sister who she usually talks very harshly towards black people, a black sister. She identifies as mixed race, but she has a black appearance. And I think she was complaining, saying that they wanted to hire her in the Daily Mail to be the face of negative comments towards black people. So the idea is they have a ghostwriting white man who wants to say harsh things about carnival, black culture, black entertainment, you name it. And they wanted to use her as the actual face because they understand that by her being the face, it won't be perceived as racist. And I think she turned it down. That's why it's weird. But I'm going to research that story. When you see it, if she's quite famous, well, not famous, but she's known for going on them kind of like, I guess, anti-black kind of stations and speaking. But I think she thought this was too much. So we'll cover it next week. But I just brought it up because you mentioned ghostwriting.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. A short excerpt from the Black Betterment broadcast. You can join them every Friday, I believe, at 10 p.m. GMT time. That's UK time. And they do a live. And as you can see, just a short example there of the types of discussions and format. So I definitely want to say salute to Rap Raven. I mean, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments on this topic. We're going to be back with some other drops soon. Peace. One.
It's the diary of a tight black man. It's the diary of a tight black